Starlings, and welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. I am glad that you are here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to watch another one of my videos. If you've been watching my content and haven't subscribed yet, please take the time out to go ahead and click on the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm posting new content, and so that you can be kept in the loop with what I am doing. Lastly, to those of you who are my members, my Capella members, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. I am so blessed to have you as part of my Capella circle. If you are interested in being part of this incredible community, where you get access to my free mobile app, you get access to chat with me in the app. You also have access to daily guidance videos, healing videos, monthly healing, what you need to do for the month, what you need to overcome for the month, like blockages and things like that, a whole bunch of other things. Please check out the description box below or head on over to capellawellness.com. Click on the Capella membership category in my menu on my landing page to see what you're being called to and to try it out for 14 days. Some of my memberships do offer a 14-day free trial. You can cancel at any time. Some of those memberships also include unlimited access to all of my extended videos, okay? What was the last thing I wanted to say? So we are going to be doing your reading for the end of January, all right? There will be an extended for this video, so if you're interested in what the extended is going to entail, please wait to the end of the video. I wish you guys a happy new year, a fantastic 2023. Lastly, if you would like to sow a seed into my mission work, into this channel, you can do so by making a donation or selecting an item from my wish list. Those links are in the description box below. May that be returned to you tenfold. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Libra. How are you? I hope you are well. Happy New Year. If I haven't said to you already, I don't think I have. I hope you had a wonderful New Year. You're back to the swing of things here. So, Libra, if you haven't seen my other videos, I'm doing things differently as my guides have asked me to do. I'm only doing 2 zodiac signs per week. So I will be doing your sign I will be doing a reading for your sign for the beginning of the month and the end of the month. So it's the first 2 weeks and the last 2 weeks of each month going forward, or until my guides tell me to change it again. All right. So for this reading, Libra, we're going to see what you need to know for the end of January 2023. All right. I heard Pluto and Libra. I don't know why they told me that, but that's significant. If you got Pluto and Libra, pay attention to this message is what I was just told, okay? Maybe in the 3rd house, but so Libra, we're going to start off with that, with what you need to know for the end of 2023. We're then going to get guidance from Spirit, how to best navigate these energies. And lastly, we are, because it is for your spiritual growth and your wellness, remember that. Lastly, we're going to pull a wellness card to see what wellness tip we have for you for the end of the month, all right? Because this is about wellness too. So there will be an extended for this. If you're interested in viewing the extended, the link for that is in the description box below. Whoa. Okay, my guide said to redo that. There is a huge, powerful force that just came in here. Somebody's going through a lot right now. But the cards that came up were the 7 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. All right. It's kind of like somebody's hesitating on something. There's a lot of pain and suffering here. And there's a lot of like spiritual attacks. And it's really wreaking havoc on somebody's life here. It's keeping them from moving forward, from making progress. But let's do that again. My guys want me to do that again. Moon at the bottom of the deck. Dark Night of the Soul. Alrighty. Somebody's going through a dark night of the soul. It just came out of one. What guidance do we have for Libra for the end of January 2023? Okay. What do they need to know for the end of the month, Holy Spirit, the end of January? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. There we go. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Could have picked up somebody else's energies there. Somebody is going through some tough times. All right, here we go. We have the King of Cups, and I'm coughing because of the throat chakra, communication. We have King of Cups here with the Eight of Wands. There's a communication card right there. The bottom of the deck is you, Libra. We have you showing up as the overall energy, Justice card. So there's something coming into balance here, Libra. Truth is going to be spoken, and Gemini got that message too. There's a lot of truths coming out, especially for the air signs, and it has to do with this new supermoon in Aquarius, which happens on January 21st. I believe it's at 1 degree of Aquarius. I forgot to check again before I did this stuff, but it is what it is. So somebody's really bringing balance into a connection for some of you with regards to speaking their truth, being in their integrity. It's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to happen very, very fast. This communication is definitely coming out of the blue, and this truth will catch you off guard. All right? Because somebody has been holding in their emotions for a very long time. They can't keep it in anymore. It's very similar to Gemini's energy. Someone's been bottling up their emotions. And what's happening is that it's about to explode. It's kind of like the volcanic eruption with this Eight of Wands. This King of Cups got hit with Cupid's arrows because there is a lot of love for you here, Libra. And it's kind of like they got struck by lightning, but they got struck by that arrow by Cupid. And it's just like it threw them into a tailspin with the Eight of Wands. And they didn't know how to manage this energy because for so long they kept their emotions bottled up inside. This individual, you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this person has gone through a lot of emotional trauma to the point where they refuse to express how they felt because when they were a kid, they got in trouble for it, or something traumatic happened and they just did not want to feel, because sometimes the real shadow side of the King of Cups is numbness, emotional numbness, all right? Which is a very, very unhealthy thing to do. That causes your distorted masculine to become stronger, which leads to anger, it leads to resentment, it leads to bitterness, it leads to rigidity, it leads to complete emotional withdrawal, to the point where it also leads to drinking, depression, falling into an abyss, substance abuse, you name it, okay? That's what happens when we close ourselves off to love, that we close our hearts off to that. So, this person loves very deeply, very profoundly. They have a lot of compassion for others, but what's happened is they haven't been able to manage it well enough, because I'm getting an energy of somebody does not like the injustices in the world. How this person doesn't think that life is fair with the Justice card. And because of that, this individual is kind of like, well, why am I going to have compassion? Because if God's allowing this to happen, why am I even going to bother? That jacks us up. So whoever needs to hear that, if that's you, Libra, that's not helping you at all. Okay? This person or you may be thinking that life isn't fair. But what is fair? Because remember, we have karma. We have to understand the consequences of our actions, do we not? And some of us carry this karma from past lives that's really brutal. It's really heavy. And we have to accept that and learn from it and say, okay, well, if those are my lessons this lifetime, then I'm going to learn those lessons. This is learning life's lessons right here with the Justice card. There's also somebody here, your person is learning lessons about they just cannot hold in their feelings. They cannot bottle up their emotions anymore. They have to understand also that spiritual wealth is more important than material wealth, because there's also an energy of injustices and fairness with regards to the world's wealth. Like good people, like bad things happen to good people. Financial distress happens to good people, that type of thing, that type of stuff. There is something about the world's riches and the balance of wealth in the world, and this person or you, Libra, is not, let's just put it this way, you don't like that, okay? it really, really, really angers you. And you or this person doesn't like suffering. Whether it's you suffering or other people suffering. Because with the King of Cups, with pain and wisdom, with pain and suffering comes great wisdom. And when we're truly in a divine place, we kind of better understand that God doesn't want his people to suffer. It's man that causes that. Because we have free will, right? We have a choice. But when it comes to that stuff, we have to pour out the love, not the hate when that stuff happens. Not when injustices are done, we get all pissed off and, you know, throw our cameras, throw our phones at the TV, throw our remotes at the TV. I don't want to say camera. Or we get all irate or, you know, just kind of angry because we want justice to be restored. We want things to be at peace, with balance in the world, but it starts with us first. And if we're not putting that love, compassion, forgiveness out there, all right, guess what we're doing to the rest of the world? We're making things worse. We're disrupting the balance of the universe because we're doing the opposite of what Christ has taught us to do. We're doing the opposite of what we're here as part of our mission to do with regards to compassion, forgiveness, love, understanding. This King of Cups is very warm-hearted, very generous, and very, very, very loving. This king is an excellent counselor, and they understand where people are coming from because he also utilizes his psychic abilities to better understand where that person's coming from and why that person is the way that it is. And at a global scale, understanding why the world is the way that it is. Okay? So, this could also be others of you following your artistic creative pursuits, communicating the way you feel, communicating in a way that is creative, all right? There's like songwriting here. There's putting your emotions through poetry and art. Again, music, whether it's composing it, writing the lyrics, whatever it is. Communicating your feelings through an artistic endeavor, all right? That's what the King of Cups does, because the King of Cups always, for me, is having that creative ability to speak a different love language than other people. Because, guys, if you don't already know, we all don't have the same love language, right? Me being a Gemini, I'm able to communicate very well certain things, but I know other people have a hard time doing that. I cannot expect others to have my Gemini tendencies, qualities, like I do, right? Especially with communication. So some of you have to have a better understanding when you're wanting the truth. You're like, I want karma to be balanced. I want my justice because I want this person to tell me how they feel with words or something. I want the truth for them, but what does that really mean to you? Are you going to get hung up on the actual literal words and 3D communication for this person to open up to you? When your person has a different love language, and it doesn't have to be a romantic interest, guys. It could be a parent, okay? Mother, father, strong masculine energy. Could be a female with strong masculine energy who has a hard time expressing how they feel, and they come across as being a little bit standoffish or reserved, okay? But King of Cups to me always has a different love language, always, for me. They communicate love very differently. They communicate how they feel very differently. So if you're expecting the truth about how somebody feels, because you intuitively know how this person feels, they're not going to tell you the way you think they are going to tell you or the way you're expecting them to tell you. It doesn't work that way, Libra. Not when you're dealing with a strong water sign. That's what I'm getting, okay? So, and those of you following creative pursuits, you communicating how you feel in a creative way, go pursue that. There are others of you who are taking action on being like a counselor, like bringing justice to the world or justice to people or helping people to speak their truth. It could be that too. Some of you are being called to counsel people on how to be in their integrity, to be their true authentic selves, and to speak truth and nothing but. This is about what Christ, what God has asked us to do, to be righteous and just in the world. That's what justice is. And God rules the Justice Department. There's no eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth here. This is not how it works. There's no unconditional love with that saying. There's no compassion with that. So we shouldn't be, again, with the injustices, oh, well, people should get their karma and people should get done what they do to others and all that types of thing. You don't know where this person was coming from. This is really coming from a place of love and understanding and forgiveness. So if anybody's getting caught up in injustices and things, you got to hold your horses a little bit and really understand the truth as to why you want that so badly. Or why you want communication from your person so badly. Think about that. And for the others of you, you're being called to be a counselor of peace, of truth. That's how you're going to bring peace and balance to this earth. Okay? But there's something with this Libra energy, or Libra is influencing this King of Cups to speak up about how they feel. This King of Cups could very well be buying a plane ticket or bought a plane ticket to see you, or air traveling, or just traveling to see you. This is an unexpected visitor right here. I've been getting a lot of unexpected visitor energy for months. Like 2-3 months now. I'm hearing the energy is getting momentum. So there's someone who's going to do the just and right thing. Someone is going to do the right thing here with speaking their truth. They can't hold it any longer. That King of Cups cannot hold it any longer. But there is an energy where this person could very well, they're preferring to come to you in person to speak this truth. Literally traveling to you, showing up at your door unannounced and telling you, hey, look, you know, I have to tell you this. And I have to tell you face to face is what I'm hearing. Because with this Justice card, this person is fighting off all those other people who are telling them not to do something, not to come forward with communication, not to come to see you, whatever it is. Somebody could literally be relocating too with this Eight of Wands. Maybe for a counseling job, maybe to start a counseling business or whatever that is. There's some legal thing here with regards to relocation. Like transferring of businesses or moving to start a business, something along those lines, changing the paperwork, whatever. But the Seven of Wands here is my Tom Petty card. So someone here is understanding that they need to fight for what they believe in. Again, that's also you guys. Fight for your right to party. This is the Seven of Wands where you're not allowing the outside world to get the best of you, because the outside world's going to try to bring you down and keep you from speaking your truth, keep you from being your true authentic self. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. And when people try to take you down because of that, it's because they're jealous of you, because they cannot go out there in front of the camera. They cannot go out there and speak their truth in whatever capacity that they speak it in. Whatever creative pursuits, whatever creative ways they are communicating, okay? Some of you are very, very powerful communicators. You may have strong Gemini in your chart. But with that Seven of Wands there, you're persevering. You're saying to yourself, this is worth fighting for. And there is somebody here with this King of Cups who's telling themselves, this is worth fighting for. This is a love that I've never felt. And I just can't keep that in. And I can't not share it either. So I'm coming in. Your person's coming in to do the right thing here. To tell the truth about how they feel. Queen of Wands, that was my theme for the week. Step into your truth, start into your power. This is you being in your power, Libra, and shining your light for the world to see. And communicating in a way that is creative, that is comfortable to you. Some of you are also very empathic, very psychic. Okay? But there is this mission here about you being excellent counselors of peace, of truth, to help balance the earth. This is you not being self-conscious about yourself.
This is you coming into your power to boost your manifestation abilities, to include manifesting helpful people. You're going to be going out there and showing the world who you really are and not being afraid of that. This is the time to do this, Libra. It's like it was part of that, my short, the theme of the week for my YouTube short for Monday. You're here to be an inspiration to others, Libra. You're going to be very successful at this. You got to find that strength and confidence within yourself to do that, and to not be afraid of shining your light and doing the things the way that are right for you, with that Justice card at the bottom of the deck. There's also somebody's person here with that King of Cups. Here's that Queen. We're looking at court cards here, kings and queens. So this King of Cups is going to be communicating with a very powerful person. Someone who's already showing their face to the world. Someone who's already shining their light. This person is attracting a lot of people. Like, they're out there and they don't care about what anybody says. They're not even worried about their appearance. They know that their divine light is everything. And the higher their vibration, the more things are going to attract into their lives. So your person, Libra, there is a little bit of intimidation from you because of how confident you are, because you're really going out there and you're literally like showing the world like who you really are, and that includes your physical self. Okay, because a queen doesn't hide in the shadows, she reigns a kingdom. If she doesn't show her face, people are gonna be like, well, where's the queen? Where's the king? I don't see them all the time. Like, what's going on? That's part of that role. You got to show face. Right? So someone's really inspired by you, and they're in awe about how confident you are. And how you don't give in to fear about anything. This is fearlessness at its best with this Queen of Wands. You don't fear shit. You're not afraid of showing who you are. You're not afraid of how you're dressed and what people say about it. You're not afraid of what content you put out. If you have your content creator, you're not afraid of people coming after you, trying to take you down. You continue to be in your power and you persevere, just like, nah, I'm doing my thing. This is who I am, and I'm going to be the way that God has created me to be. So this King of Cups is seeing your light, Libra, because you are in your power, for sure. Some of you have your own businesses, all right? You're self-made. You've built a business based off of your talents and your abilities, what you're passionate about, and you're successful in this. But success is coming from you being this powerful person and not giving into any fear whatsoever when you speak your truth. When you talk about what you really feel, and you're not hesitant to that at all. And you are drawing this person into your life to communicate, because you are inspiring this person to be themselves. You're inspiring this person to speak up and to not be afraid either of their truth, especially when they speak their truth to you. That's why it's so important when you are in your full power and you're in that independent energy. You're not codependent, and then you draw in your person. You inspire your person to do what you've done. So let's get your guidance here. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What guidance do we have for Libra? What's interesting, and I don't know if you've been seeing this, guys, I've been seeing more readers who would do their readings behind the camera for a while. You know, you would see the cards and stuff, but they weren't showing their face. I'm actually seeing more readers showing their face in their videos, and that's fantastic. They're becoming way more Queen of Wands that way. Like, their light just blew up because they did that. And they're feeling way more confident now that they're not being self-conscious about actually putting their face out there. And don't get self-conscious about how you look either. Don't get self-conscious about how you dress. For a little bit, I thought about that because I was like, should I wear my nicer tops or my dressier clothes? And then my divine counterpart, bless his heart, because he tends to do this when I go that route. Just be you. Be who you are. Because he literally told me that in person. And it's kind of like, I was wearing my Abercrombie & Fitch shirt today. And I went on my long walk at a really awesome park early before I did the readings and before my son and I had dinner. And I was like, should I change? I was like, probably not. And that's when my divine counterpart, he telepathically told me, just don't do that. You don't have to put on a particular outfit to do your readings. And I don't. He's right. Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Gemini got this at the bottom of their deck here. Hold on, I gotta read it. Inner Earth. There's a lot of Earth here. Grounding. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Gemini got that message too. It's okay to be weird. You may have strong Aquarius in your chart as well. Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestors. See the light by staying grounded. There's a lot of grounding here with all that earth, and then we have that grounded word down there. Hiraeth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. You guys probably use star seeds too. I do offer a starseed origins reading where we understand, we discover what your starseed family is, what starseed family is supporting you, and we talk about your purpose and what your mission as the starseed is. Some of you have double missions. So if you're interested in your starseed origins reading, I also talk about some placements. If you do a birth chart along with that, I talk about starseed placements and what they need for you, and that also indicates more about what your mission here is on this earthly plane. So we have You're Not For Everyone. The world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, just won't like you. But it's also filled with those who love you fiercely. They are your people. You're not for everyone, and that's okay. Talk to the people who can hear you. Don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince others of your value. They won't ever want what you're selling. Don't try to convince them to walk alongside you. You'll be wasting both your time and theirs and will likely inflict unnecessary wounds that will take precious time to heal. You're not for them and they're not for you. Politely wave them on and continue on your way. Sharing your path with someone is a sacred gift. Don't cheapen it by rolling yours in the wrong direction. Keep facing your true north. Pulling this card means that you're being called to embrace your uniqueness, to own your weirdness, to let the world see you for who you really are, to reveal your multifaceted, multidimensional nature, not to dim your light according to who is in your presence, to own all parts of yourself so that your people, the ones who are the same kind of weird as you, can recognize you when your paths cross. How can you embrace your weirdness and not care so much about what other people think? The self-consciousness, guys. You gotta be in your power. You gotta shine your light, not allow anyone or anything to dim it. It's the theme for the week, and it's showing up at the top of your deck, right? Not everybody's gonna like you. Okay? You are not for everyone, but the right people will come along. God will send them to you. Star Keeper. You're here for a double mission, to grow as an individual as part of a larger collective. That's bringing about a shift in frequency. Trust that you can be in the world, but not of it, and lead a truly glorious life. That's there twice. Being in the world, but not of it. Okay? I acknowledge that I'm a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. There's the inner earth. Oh, here it. The bottom of the deck is there. How can you commit more fully to your life? It refers to a certain longing or homesickness, a yearning for a home or a place to which we cannot return. This unexplainable, unshakable longing for a home is common in starseeds and old souls. Perhaps you've had it since birth. Okay? Remember that your soul chose to be on earth. You're being called to fully commit to embodying your life. You're being rest assured that you didn't come here alone and that your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be a soul in a human body on this planet at this time. You're being called to anchor all of your presence, your personality, your soul, and your spirit in the here and the now. To fully commit to living this life right now. To commit to putting 2 feet completely in. The inner earth. What can you do to shift your energy or your outlook? If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake the energy and shift your thinking. Try something you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll see that whole new worlds of solutions are available. Things that were previously beyond your focus will present themselves. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both unexpected and expected ways are on their way to you. But first, you need to do something different to shift your focus so you can receive them. There are solutions beyond what you can perceive, surprising outcomes to your problems and solutions. Resolutions that are in the best interest of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and have no idea what to do, you're being rest assured that there is a way out. You'll survive things and things will work out. Earth, do you tend to long for the stars or be more in the physical? How can you find greater balance between the two? That's why I went for my walk today. I had to ground myself and be out in nature and just like be one with myself and God, more so without anybody else around. Again, this is realizing you are a soul having a human experience and being fully conscious of it. More starseeds are drawn towards transcendence. Transcendence might be significant for you. They're more comfortable with the angels in the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul in a body on earth, and you're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world, to learn how to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life on earth has to offer you. I know I said this in Gemini's reading too. That's one of the hardest things to do, guys. And when we have this particular mission, when we have this particular calling, and people are not resonant with it, I've been going through it for a while, and it gets frustrating, but that's because there is a huge uniqueness to you, and a lot of you have double missions, and other people on this earthly plane don't have double missions, and they're not going to get it. There are other people who aren't star seeds here, all right? So whatever it is that you're doing with your mission work or whatever, or how the way you communicate, you want to bring justice and peace to everybody, that's you, Libra. That is all you. You are the keepers of the peace here. But remember, not everybody's going to want to be in that peace or accept that peace or be in alignment, let alone they want the peace at all. Because they think there's a different way of bringing justice to the world or peace. Again, the eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. That's not what God said. So let's see what your wellness tip for the end of January 2023 is. Now for the extended, guys, as I'm shuffling, the link for the extended is in the description box below. I'm doing that right after this. We're going to look into what's blocking you. Uncovering your blocks and learning how to clear them is an important part of your journey. So we'll start with that. We're going to get guidance from Spirit on what else you need to know for the end of the month. We're going to get other messages, get other details pertaining to what comes out in here in that reading. And after that, we're going to see what's going on with your person and what messages they have for you. And remember, your person could be giving you not just love messages and stuff, but they could be giving you words of counsel too, because they're your greatest teachers as well. Screen-free activities. Organize a cupboard or spare room and get a great sense of job satisfaction. Do something that has nothing to do with your phone. Organize your room. Reorganize your files. fold your laundry differently, or put it in a different, organize your shelves, something like that. Do something that has nothing to do with the phone. Spend time in places where mobile phone use is frowned upon. Yoga class, group meditation, crafting groups. When you join my Twin Flame support group session on Wednesday, if you are a member, right, that's going to be a time for you to take away from being on your phone. You're going to get a lot more wonderful things by being in those types of groups. And it's not just my group. It's other things, like it says, the yoga class, group meditation, doing things in groups to empower each other, but doing things that have nothing to do with technology. Unless you're having like a Zoom meeting doing the group meditation. Go for a walk when you're tempted to use your device. You know what, Libra? This is what I did today. And you know what I actually did? I was told by my guides, don't look at the clock, Jess. I put my timer on to make sure I walked for an hour. But sometimes I look at my Apple Watch to see, okay, how many more minutes do I have left before I need to head home? Because I was getting a little bit of what they call prisa, like this little bit of angst, like, oh my God, I need to make sure that I get home after the walk. And my guides are like, Jess, stop getting hung up on the time. So I set the timer. I did not look at the clock once. And then if my phone was buzzing, I said to myself, I'm not going to look at it. And my son was home. So I was kind of saying, Lord, just trust me with intuition if there's something going on with my son. There was a time, though, during my walk towards the right, like maybe 10 minutes left, my phone kept buzzing. My watch kept buzzing. So I thought, I was like, okay, maybe that is my son. He needs me for something. But it was my best friend. And when I looked at it, oh, nope. I didn't even look at the message. I saw her name and that was it. Okay? So, I had to continue on my walk. If you feel tempted to go look at your phone, check something, if you can, go for a walk. This is also encouraging a lot of you to walk more. All right? And this is funny because I saw other people walking. Everybody, almost everyone who was walking was on their phone. I'm like, can you not just walk without being on the phone? But of course, that's me. I can't tell people what to do. That used to be me a long time ago. Especially if I was by myself. I would talk to one of you guys, or I'd talk to other people or whatever. Read something. If I got a notification, my phone was buzzing, my watch was buzzing. Oh, who was that? I'm changing the way I do my walks now. For more, it was the notifications or whatever on this. Because I turn notifications off for everything else. But the bigger thing for me was to not look at the time on my phone or on my watch. And the only reason why I even looked at this thing at all was because my watch was buzzing a lot, and I thought it was my son. Like, oh my God, because I got the buzzes before. I'm like, nah, I'm not looking at it. And I said, oh my God, my son's trying to reach me. I kind of got a little bit into panic mode because of that, but it wasn't my son. So, and I was able to not look at the time. I trusted in. Once the timer went off and my walk was done, I said, no matter where I'm at on the walk, if I'm halfway through the walk, I will finish it. I won't cut across the park field to get to my car. And I felt way more grounded when I did that. Bottom of the deck is switch on flight mode. It's an excellent way to start small. This will help relax, focus, and resist temptation to scroll through social media. Okay? This could very well help you as well. All right? Balance, guys. You gotta find some balance in your life. Also do creative things. King of Cups. Take action on doing things. Travel more even. This can even just traveling with walking. Do something. Take some action. Do some walking. There's activity there. Because for some of you, there's too much activity going on. All right? You may be doing too many things at once. You got to get to a place of balance. You're all about balance, Libra. All right, Libra, I'm going to move on to your extended. So I will see you over there. The link for that extended is in the description box below. If this is where I leave you, thank you so much, Libra, for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. Always, I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness. Starring out.